"Oh my God, am I being shadow banned?" Joe Rogan was asking Mark Zuckerberg about it almost at the end of the 3-hour interview, and like 2 hours, 25 minutes, and like 50 seconds in. And Mark's like, "Oh yeah, we talked about this earlier." It's like, if you post something on Facebook and it's like, the fact checkers are like, "That's wrong, that's misinformation," that post gets deranked, which is another way of saying you're being shadow banned for that post. And then if you do it again and do it again and do it again, and your post keeps on getting deranked by the oh so awesome fact checkers on Facebook that are perfect, that are paid by people like George Soros, and other people who are totally political and biased. But let's not talk about that. The posts, they get deranked, and that means less people see them on their newsfeed, and or they may see it eventually if they scroll down to the bottom of their newsfeed, which there is no bottom, but it just means that you have to keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, or go to their Facebook to see the post, because the post is going to be down there at the bottom, and people have to get there to see it. That means less people end up seeing the post. So it's basically deranked, or you're demoted. Less people see the post, and then eventually you get put on a list, and then all your posts are going to be deranked. And so, in other words, you're shadow banned. And so Mark talks about that in the interview, and he's like, "Yeah, that's how we do it, and that's the best way we can do it, because this is the community that we want, and that the people want on Facebook. That all the people on Facebook, all 3 billion people, it's like, this is what we want." Just like not Tim Pool. No, it was the guy. Who was the CEO of Apple? Tim Apple. No, that's not his name. But it's like, he talked about it, and Jack Dorsey did talk about a hypothetical Wild Wild West version of Twitter, where it's like you go there and anything can happen. Like that would be something that Twitter might have someday in the future, or maybe they already have it. And Joe was talking about that, and he's like, terrorism is on Twitter, even though Donald Trump's not. It's like, terrorism groups are allowed to have Twitter accounts, and hardcore porn, nudity and stuff. And Mark's like, "Well, we've decided for Facebook we're not going to allow that. We're going to try to ban, that kind of stuff, remove that kind of content. We just don't like it." And it's like, as far as shadow banning goes, it's like, basically Mark is saying, "Yeah, we do it. But we're not going to call it shadow banning. We're just gonna call it like deranking," and it's part of the idea of curating people, like curating the platform in general. And it's like, on the surface level, it's good, because it gives the user a better experience when the AI is recommending things to them that they may like. "Oh, you like Play-Doh? Here's some more posts about Play-Doh." "Oh, you like cats? Here's some more videos about cats." "Ooh, you like the Ninja Turtles? Here's some pictures of the Ninja Turtles." It's like, the curation is cool, because it can do that. The AI on Facebook can do that. But what they don't tell you is, on the back end of all that, is like, they start suppressing people. They start putting people on timeout, which is something that Mark is not talking about. people like me, I've been banned. I've been put on timeout, where it's like I can't post for a month. And this has happened many, many times because you just post something, or if you like something, or you share something, you get punished. Sometimes they won't even tell you why. And Mark can stand there all day online. He can go on Joe Rogan every day and say, we don't do that, we don't do that. But millions of people know that they do it. So it's like, in some ways, it's like Mark is lying to everybody and hoping that some people believe him because they don't know any better. But for the millions of people that do know, they know. And you can ask the people that do know, but then you can look in their eyes and say, I don't believe you. I think you're lying. You're a weirdo. You're a right-wing conspiracy nut job. And that's what some people will say. They will look at these people who's been put on Facebook timeout, Facebook jail for a month. They will look right at them and say, you're crazy. That's not happening. You're not being shadow banned. It's all in your head. But it is happening. And then eventually it happens to them. And then they're like, oh my God, you were right the whole time.